Art of Relationship show is copywritten. No one is to use any portion of the show without express written consent from myself, Greg Dzinski, or the Art of Relationships. Thank you.
Welcome to the Art of Relationship show. Greg welcomes live calls from listeners in helping with numerous marital and relationship problems. There will be no more tit-for-tat arguments. Greg gets to the root of couples' challenges in a rapid, matter-of-fact format, plus applies compassion and humor. Join in discovering how to improve your relationship and your own life. Listen, laugh, and climax. Greg is a licensed professional counselor in the state of Michigan. To others, he's simply known as Detroit's Love Guru.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Art of Relationship show. Please excuse me coughing, hacking a little bit. I'm still under the weather a little bit, but a hell of a lot better than I was last week. So welcome back. And today, in this day and age, going to talk about, it's sort of, I don't know if it's ironic, if it's sad, but how many people are in a relationship with a selfish lover, okay? And I posted this last week as I was listening on the radio, a morning show that are pretty hilarious in Metro Detroit, and talking about how many men are selfish lovers. They don't care about their partner getting off. And, you know, I'm going to be talking about long-term relationships. You know, hookups and all this stuff might be different, but I'm all about the guys, no matter if it is just a hookup type thing, about pleasing your lady, okay? I promote it. I will not do anything else but promote it. I want women to get theirs and to be sexually pleased, primarily in a long-term relationship, okay, or a marriage situation. And my question is, number one, what is going on that you are, you know, if you are in a long-term relationship, what is so scary for you or maybe anxiety-provoking for you to teach your man what you need to be pleased, okay? Number one is, you know, do you have a problem getting yourself off, to reach an orgasm by yourself, okay? And yes, I always promote women, you know what? Feeling good about yourself, about, you know, pleasing yourself, self-gratification. I'm all about that, okay? Excuse me. So, I want you to be able to teach your man, you know, what you like, what you don't like, absolutely. But if he is selfish, he doesn't care, you know what? My question is, why are you in a situation like that? Why would you be with somebody that is a selfish lover and doesn't care about you being sexually pleased, okay? And it's you know, ironic that in this day and age, 2019, that there are still men, yes, still men out there that do not care about their women being pleased. You know what? As long as I get my nut off, you know what? I'm good to go, Greg. And in my office, most men, you know, thankfully, I'm going to say a high percentages, probably about 90% of the men that I see in my office are couples. You know what? Most of us men, we do care that you know, our ladies are pleased. Very much so. Call it our ego, our, you know, wanting to be good at something, wanting to be, you know, a great lover to our, you know, partners and all this stuff. I'm all about that, and I promote that. Most men are like that, which is awesome, which is terrific. But for those women out there that are with somebody that really doesn't care if you are sexually pleased, it's all about the guy, all about him getting off, right? And once he's off, you know what, you're left there, you know, sort of to dry out, if you will, and being teased and, you know, never being pleased. You know what, I'm all about a little bit of pleasing, absolutely, maybe a lot of teasing, but you know what, that there has to be pleasing to go along with that teasing big time. So my question to you ladies, you know what, are you with a man that doesn't care about your sexual pleasure? You know what, it's all about him. I want to know, I want you to be able to speak up, comment below, and let me know, you know, if you are with somebody, and I want to know why. Well, I don't want to break up the kids. I don't want to break up about this. And this comes into, you know, the adage, and this goes with, you know, maybe men, as we age, we might have an issue with ED, you know, have a hard time, you know, raising to the occasion, if you will. And, there's medications for that, but there's also a lot of different ways that a woman can be pleased by you, okay? And, there's orally, manually stimulation. There's toys, okay? There's a variety of ways that you can please your lady sexually without the penis involved, okay? And most men know this, but, what is the hang-up? Is it because, if you do have a medical condition where you do have erection problems, is your ego getting in the way instead of saying, I'm going to shut down and sort of lick my wounds, so to speak, but you're not taking care of or licking your ladies, okay? Are you able to, put your ego at, at the back door, if you will, and be able to say, I'm going to please my lady still, no matter what it takes, and enjoy that connection? The more you please your lady, the more she's going to be into you, and the more she's going to want to have sex. Does that intimidate you? A lot of people, it might intimidate you. So I want you to be able to look at, learn from your lady. What do you like? Ask her, what do you like? How can I please you more? And a lot of guys think, and they have this ego, and that, if they don't get their woman off to reach orgasm with the penis inside them, oh my God, there's something wrong with the woman, or I'm not a good enough lover. Most women, I hate to tell you, most women do not get off, do not have an orgasm with the penis inside them, okay? Yes, there are women that do. I'm not going to say that. But most women don't get off that way. They get off by manual stimulation, by oral stimulation, maybe a toy. So, chances are she wants to be pleased. It doesn't matter what's going on, okay, or how to do it. Another thing is, guys, I've said this before. I've sort of done this show on this topic a few times in the past over the years. And to be able to look at, I want you to be able to please your lady first before you get off, okay? Big time, orally, manually, whatever it is. As we know, most women, not all, most women are multiple orgasmic, okay? Means they can come, they can orgasm multiple times. Most guys, let's face it, especially when we're older, we're a one and done. That's not fair, right? But to be able to look at, pleasing your lady is going to make you, number one, an unselfish lover. Number two, it's going to make your lady feel like she's cared about, right? That she's cared about, that you care about her needs and her desires and her sexual pleasure. Absolutely. And it's going to increase, not only in the bedroom, it's going to increase that emotional connection outside the bedroom, because you are not being selfish. You're caring about her, not only emotionally, but definitely physically and sexually. So it's a win-win situation for you and for the relationship. So you need to put your ego away and say, well, if I can't make her, orgasm with my tool inside of her, I'm not man enough. You know what? You need to sort of grow up a little bit and sexually mature, and to be able to realize how biology works with women, okay? And we all know, right? Everyone says, I need a 12-inch penis and all this stuff, right? Most women's, vaginal canal, right, is most sensitive in the first third of the vaginal canal, from the clit in the first third. Beyond that, it desensitizes as it gets closer to the cervix towards the end of the vaginal canal. So I want you to be able to research and look at, sensitivity. And I have information out there too. I watch my videos as well on, Facebook.com/Detroit's Love Guru. They're all titled about, especially one, you think vagina. Look at that one, okay? And I get into more biology aspects about that. But I want to know, again, ladies, what are you doing to help your man be, a better lover for you? And that's number one, okay? And, number two is, if they're not willing to learn from you, or they're not willing to learn from you, I'm going to say, what makes you stay in that relationship if your partner is, sexually selfish? Let's just put it out there. They're selfish in the bedroom, okay? They don't care about your needs. They don't care about your pleasure. And they're like, as long as I get off, you know what, I'm fine. The sex was great, right? As long as she was moaning and all this stuff a little bit, great. It had to be good for her. How many men actually care? Or number two, how many men are clueless? They, you know what, they're unaware. They assume their woman climaxes, okay? But they don't. And you know me, I've said this thousands and thousands of times, that women do not ever fake your orgasm. And I know a lot of women, you know what, Greg, I'm tired, I want to fake it just so I can go to sleep. Don't do that to yourself, and don't do that to your man, okay? Number one, you don't deserve that, lady, to, you know, so stop faking your orgasms, plain and simple. And, you know what, guys, if you happen to, you know what, release earlier than you expected, no big deal. Again, I said, most women do not reach orgasm with the penis inside them. Plain and simple, okay? So if you do release early, okay, you still want to take care of your lady by oral, by manual stimulation, okay, with the hands, with the mouth. You get me? Or grab a toy if she's in the toys, okay? Don't be jealous. I want you to be able to make, you know what, your partner, your lady satisfied, guys, and quit being selfish. Because a lot of times, I'm going to tell you, if your woman is not getting hers, okay, she might like the emotional connection, and you have a lot of women out there, oh, I don't care if I come, whatever. They're lying to you, okay? They're trying to protect your ego because they feel, right, that men can't take it, that it's a blow to the male ego, and they can't handle if, you know what, if I tell my man he's not pleasing me sexually or I'm not reaching orgasm, you know what, it's going to be crushed. He won't be able to handle it. Well, that's on him. You have a right to be pleased. You have a right to tell your man, you know what, I'm not, you know, fully satisfied and I want to reach orgasm, and this is how you can help me reach orgasm. For you ladies that, you know, you're able to reach orgasm by yourself, that tells me there's not a medical issue, okay? If you have a hard time reaching orgasm at all, yes, I've said this before, it could be due to trauma, rape, sexual abuse, that type of aspect. I'm not, you know, going to be talking about that. I talked about that before, but I'm going to, you know, sort of sway away from that right now. But if you're able to reach orgasm, you know what, you need to teach your man. Have your man watch you, you know what, masturbate. Terrific. Have them watch how you frickin' the way you touch and the speeds and the variation and the pressure and all that aspect, to teach your man what you like and how to please you, right? Yeah, it's all about the ladies being pleased out there today. I want you to be able to have a dynamic, pleasing, gratifying sex life, ladies. It's not just about the guys, you know, getting theirs and getting their nut off. It's about love. It's about connection. It's about sexual pleasure. Absolutely. It's about all that rolled in one. And if the guy is selfish enough or unaware enough, he needs to be clued in. And if he is unwilling to be clued in, unwilling to learn because of his ego, because of whatever, he'll start blaming you, right? How many women have been there with the guy? Well, you know what? I've never had any problem with any ladies reaching orgasm before. You know what? Because maybe those ladies, let's face it, those ladies were lying to him too, right? And there's some men that just, they don't know. You know what? It's like some men don't know when their women orgasms, about the clenching, right? You get what I'm saying about the quivering, the clenching, the tightening all up with when they're getting ready to release, okay? Men don't have a clue, whatever, and women are very good at faking it. They don't, never fake it, okay? So, again, if your man is unwilling to learn, right, or doesn't care about your sexual pleasure, my question is, why are you with him? That's selfish, right? You're in a selfish, let me throw this out there. Look at it this way. Are you being disrespected sexually when your guy doesn't care about you getting yours? Are you reaching orgasm or being sexually pleased? Does that mean that, you know what, the guy is disrespecting you sexually? How would you like to look at that? Most women, right? Most people, when I ask, you know what, are you okay being disrespected in your relationship or marriage? Oh, hell no, Greg, I don't like it at all. Well, this is another way, if you want to look at it, that you're being disrespected sexually. If your guy doesn't care, is not willing to learn, or flips the script on you and blames you, right? That it's all your fault that you're not reaching orgasm. Like I said, because I've never had a problem, where a woman wasn't reaching orgasm, whatever. Every woman is different. And I'm going to say, you know what? A lot of women might have lied to him to build your ego up because they knew you couldn't handle it. How many men out there are willing to handle, well, your lady telling you, I've never reached an orgasm with you, or I've only reached an orgasm maybe 1 out of 10 times we have sex. What would that do to you guys if you heard that out there? And what would you be able to, excuse me, would you be able to say, damn, you'd be shattered, you'd be, devastated. I would be too, but I'm confident enough to say, damn it, I want to learn, I want to be able to please you. Women, those are the men you want to be with, that care about your pleasure, that want you pleased, that want your toes curled. So teach your guy, okay? Have him get clued in. And if he doesn't want to learn, or his ego is in the way, and he sort of is maybe crying, whining a little bit like a little boy, then you know what? Maybe you need to get some help. And I'm all about getting help from a reputable, very seasoned and experienced, sex therapist or couples counselor to be able to help on these aspects, okay? And unfortunately, a lot of marriage and couples therapists out there, they have no clue about the sexual domain. So you need to ask questions and be specific about what's going on, okay? So, ladies, teach your guys. And another, guys, please your lady. Get them off first, okay? Plain and simple. Use oral. Use manual stimulation. Please your lady first. They're multiple orgasmic. Most, not all. Go after it. Show that you care and that that you want them to be pleased and you care about their sexual needs and their sexual pleasure, and you're going to watch your relationship or marriage just catapult with the elements of passion, about romance, about even emotional connection, not just the physical, and you're going to see a vast improvement overall in your relationship or marriage, okay? So, before I start coughing and hacking all over again, okay, much love to everybody out there. Peace and love, and everybody take care, and please share the videos. The Art of Relationships show is live Monday through Friday, 12 noon Eastern time. Everybody take care. And, excuse me, much love. Stop the hate out there, okay?